Today on the Occult Detective, I thought we'd talk a little bit about Occult Detective magazine. Now, I first came into contact with the publishers of what would become known as Occult Detective Quarterly when they initially reached out to me wanting to purchase my domain name, occultdetective.com. Of course, that wasn't going to happen, but it did start a dialogue with the publishers, and they were in need of some logo work. So I designed a couple of logos for them, and they ended up settling on the second one, which you can see here. I ran for 5 issues, Occult Detective Quarterly did, and they had a special issue as well. And it was very well received and just a fantastic magazine. And unfortunately, the spearheading publisher, Sam Gafford, unexpectedly passed away, and that kind of really hit the community hard. And he was such a great guy and sorely missed. But there were people there to pick up the pieces, namely John Linwood Grant and Dave Bresky. And they reached out to me saying they wanted to keep the magazine alive, rebranding it as Occult Detective Magazine, and asked for a new logo. So I came up with a couple of designs, and they ended up settling on the third one, which kind of has an Art Nouveau look to it, and I added a little homage to Sam Gafford. And yeah, I really like the logo. I thought it came out really great, and proud to have it plastered on all the covers that Occult Detective Magazine has published since. And John and Dave are great guys, and it's been a pleasure to work with them. And I've worked intimately with both Quarterly and the magazine. We did this great serial called Occult Legion, which I designed the logo for and provided one of the stories in this kind of overreaching tale that each author kind of touched on a location and throughout the years. And yeah, it came out really good. I really enjoyed the story I wrote for it, which kind of tied into both my Cairnwood Manor series and my Landon Connors Occult Detective series. I've also, over the years, done a lot of art for other authors in the magazine. Here's a few samples. I think some of my best, pen and ink work has showed up with them, and just always an honor to be a part of the magazine. And they recently did a Mythos special, and I had a short story and an illustration in it, and I was just thrilled to be a part of that because some of my favorite people are in this, like Willie Meikle and Nick Mamatas, and just a terrific table of contents. And anytime you see your name alongside people that you admire, it's a good day. So I recommend Occult Detective Magazine highly. It's a terrific collection of occult detective tales, and it's something that the genre sorely needs. People that that care about those type of stories, the history of them, and where they're going in the future. And yeah, just thrilled to be a part. And besides, us old wizards, we got to stick together, right? Follow the link down below and order a copy of Occult Detective Magazine today.